Welcome to this edition of What's Up Wednesday. My name is Lee Jackson, and today is Wednesday. How are you? Let me know in the comments below. That's what they're there for. Now then, today in our premium membership, we're going to be having a call together where we are learning from mistakes that I have made in my agency. So I'm going to lay it all bare and I'm going to share several really big mistakes that I've made, but also the lessons that we learned from those as well. So I'd love to encourage you this Wednesday to consider some of those things that you might consider to be a failure in your past, and then see how you could perhaps change that. So for example, for me, one of the stories I'll be going into would be when I went against our standard process. I agreed with a client that we would skip on some of the discovery in order to get the development done quicker, and then we'd just circle around on that last little bit of discovery just to confirm a few things before we finished off the project. Problem with that is by the time we got to that bit, we realized that the client had a completely different way of managing the data to what we had assumed, which essentially meant that a whole load of the code we had done was completely pointless and we had to redo it. And we had to redo that on our cost because we had agreed this with the client and we were like, well, we should have gone through this process and we didn't, so we're going to take that on ourselves and we're going to redo this code and make sure that we deliver what you wanted in the first place. Now you can see here that that definitely was a failure. It was a mistake, but with any mistakes or with any failure, you can learn and you can change things. So from now on, this has actually ensured that we stick to our processes no matter what when it comes to things like discovery and development. And we also use that failure as a conversation internally and also with clients to help them understand why we go through this sort of process. It's to protect us and it's also to protect them. Now, it is Wednesday, so that does mean there is also a podcast live, and that podcast is all about not redesigning your website. I actually deep dive into the reasons that we think you're probably redesigning your agency website multiple times, and then we give you a framework to understand how to change that and how to make sure you have the right things on your website. So check that podcast out. That's agencytrailblazer.com/podcast. Also, if you tune into Frank Friday from last week, we get a little bit of an intro to that subject if you want to go in prepared. All right, this has been What's Up Wednesday. Don't forget we have a premium community, agencytrailblazer.com. You can be part of our call tonight. And we have a free community. You can find that on agencytrailblazer.com/group. If we don't see you in the communities, we will see you in the next episode.